My name is Kelly. I'm standing in the sterile, freezing conference room on the 40th floor of the Apex Tower, looking at my sister, Lily, across the table. Her face has gone pale as a sheet, and her eyes are filled with shock and disbelief. She just signed away our parents' house, not knowing she was walking into a well-laid trap. It all started a few days ago. My parents, a hard, working couple, had built a small but stable business. Dad was a no-nonsense man, always focused on the bottom line, while Mom was warm, hearted, and kind, the glue that held our family together. But a tragic car accident took them away from us just 3 days prior. I was in a wheelchair with a broken leg from the same accident, trying to handle the end of life decisions with a trembling hand. Lily, on the other hand, was always the center of attention. She was like a bright, shiny star, always showing off on social media and living a life of luxury. While she was busy posting pictures of her glamorous vacations, I was in the back office, working as a forensic accountant, saving our parents' business from financial ruin. I remember one time, about 2 years ago, I was up late at night, looking at a spreadsheet and realizing we were on the verge of not being able to pay our 20 employees. I had to liquidate my savings to cover the gap, and at that very moment, Lily posted a picture of herself on a private jet, sipping champagne. After the accident, at the hospital, Lily's true colors showed. Mr. Harris, our family's attorney for 25 years, was trying to explain to her that the trust funds were frozen until the death certificates were issued. But Lily was in a hurry to book a venue for the wake. She shrieked, "I don't care about the protocol. I need a lawyer who can get things done." And just like that, she fired Mr. Harris, the man who had been with our family through thick and thin, while Mom was taking her last breaths in the next room. When we got back home, Lily turned on me. "With that broken leg, you're just a liability. Take this $50 and go to a shelter. You're useless," she said, kicking my only suitcase down the stairs into the mud. She then flicked a plastic card at me and started rummaging through the mailbox, her hands shaking. I realized then that she was terrified and hiding something. I ended up at a seedy motel, the only place I could afford with a $50 limit on my emergency credit card. The next morning, when I reached for the card to buy a snack from the vending machine, I noticed it wasn't a gift card. It was a key card to a storage unit with a code that was my birth year. I took an Uber to the storage facility, struggling on my crutches. Inside the unit, I found a life insurance policy that my father had taken out on himself. The beneficiary was me, and it was for $300,000. I called the insurance agent, and he told me that Lily had tried to claim the policy the day before. I knew then that she was willing to do anything to get her hands on the money. The agent said the check would take 3 business days to clear, but I didn't have that kind of time. I was broke and hungry, but I also knew I couldn't just run away. I decided to use this money as leverage. I bought a shelf company, M Capital Ventures, and created a professional-looking website and a LinkedIn profile for the chairman. I sent a letter of intent to Lily, offering a $1.2 million bridge loan to restructure her debt and expand her failing beauty salon. Lily, desperate for money, fell for it. She sent me her tax returns, and I quickly realized she had falsified them, inflating her income by 200% to make her business look profitable. She had just committed federal wire fraud. Today, here in the conference room, Mr. Harris, who I had enlisted to help me, presented Lily with a loan agreement full of lethal clauses. She didn't even read it, just signed it when she saw the $1.2 million figure. When I walked into the room, looking like a successful businesswoman in my tailored suit, Lily was in shock. "What are you doing here?" she snapped. I calmly told her, "I'm M Capital. You just sold our parents' house to me." She tried to call it fraud, but I showed her the falsified financial documents. I gave her a choice: sign over everything and walk free, or I'd send the evidence to the FBI. After a long moment of silence, she signed. Months later, Lily filed for bankruptcy. I sold the house, started my own forensic accounting firm, and moved into a quiet condo. It wasn't about revenge. It was about setting things right and making sure the books were balanced.